So before we get into the video, I figured one of the most important resources, especially for us on PvP, is crystal. And it's not hard to farm, but it can be tedious and annoying. So let's see if this staff is going to help us out. I would say it did. We just collected 40,000 crystal. All right, so in today's video, I wanted to discuss harvesting resources with sorcery, aka magic. Now, the one thing we are going to need the cloth pouch because we need to escalate our magic. And as you can see, it only costs one piece of leather, demon blood, gold dust, and bone meal. I am in a precision alchemist bench, so I don't know if that's going to make a difference. But relatively, these are quite cheap. You can find gold bars and coins scattered throughout the map and chest. And if, you're brave enough to go up the volcano, you can farm it for yourself quite easily and efficiently. If you're on Sipta, there's gold everywhere. I doubt you'll have a problem getting it. But as you can see, I have a lot of these crafted. They're just that cheap. Now, I will say, just as a note for all of you, if you are on official, the amount you're going to get will differ than the amount I am going to get on this private server. This current private server is capped at 60 players, and I thought some live testing was proper, and the rates are increased, not by much, but by enough to make a difference. So if you're wondering why, hey, I'm not getting that many resources on official, just take that and keep that in your mind. Now, if you're brand new to Magic, you're going to need this bench, and if you don't know how to get it, all you have to do is go to Shellback Hollow, which is located right here on the map. You can just run through and run right past the Shellbacks, go straight to the table, click on the book, it'll give you the tome, it'll even give you a little staff, so you don't have to craft one right off the bat, but the crafting of them is extremely cheap, so don't worry about that. So once you have that recipe, you can craft this bench, and you can start learning these recipes. The cost for your first recipe is going to be different than what you see on the screen right now. As you see, it's going to cost a sorcerer, spell page, 10 demon blood, and 10 gray lotus powder. That's the current one I'm on. But if we go into my attributes, and you can see I have unlocked all of these by learning them from the bench. And the one we are going to be focusing on is Mass Cull. Harvests and recalls minerals in an area around the caster. This is what we are going to be showcasing today, and I'm going to showcase some of my favorite spots currently. Now, I thought I would throw this out there while I'm just getting to some locations. The first thing that I want to point out is, as you see, my corruption is literally full at this point. That is from casting these spells. It is going to fill your corruption up, so if you don't have a dancer or a way to remove corruption, just keep that in mind as well. If you know a base, sometimes you can creep up alongside someone's base. Maybe they have an entertainer in there. You can get rid of your corruption if you want to. But for right now, the time being, and for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to suffer through this corruption and my horrible stamina right now. It's fun, but I have most of the obelisk and important ones so I can get to places I need to go and get things done. But the first place we're going to go is just to a nice lush area of trees. I'll give you guys a little test of, the harvesting capabilities of it with trees. So I'll talk to you when we get there. Okay, so we're near the Mounds of the Dead. This is one of my favorite places to farm trees. There's tons of them. It can be a trafficked area, so, we might die here. You might die here if you come here to farm, but I just kind of wanted to showcase farming different resources. So first things first, we'll give it a little test. Now keep in mind, to cast this spell, once you learn it, you have to escalate it. So we're going to go to the right. And then you'll see right here, it'll say escalate. You must have 20% corruption to do this. It's going to corrupt you more when you cast the spell. And then we're just going to go all the way over to the left. And as you can see, it just takes one. It just takes one. It's so ridiculous. But here we go. I think we might have got more stone out of that than we did wood. Yeah, So personally, for me, harvesting, you know, trees with it is probably not my favorite for that. It's more so for stone, possibly iron, resources like that. We're gonna escalate it again. We're gonna try to cash in on all these stumps around here. But it's nice. It's quick. You are a bit vulnerable when you are in this, and if you want to cancel it, I'm just going to right click on my mouse and I can get out of there relatively quickly if I'm paying attention. But keep in mind, the more you use the spell, the more corrupted you get. The more corrupted you get, the more squishy you're gonna be. So there's downsides to it as there are benefits to it. So now we are at the volcano. We just came from the obelisk, and the volcano is one of my favorite places to farm stone. A lot of people don't really take advantage of this, but as you see all these little rocks, I have no problem smacking these with a pickaxe. There's a lot of stone to be had up here, and people I don't think capitalize on this as much, especially on a PvP server. But we're gonna go ahead and see how much stone we get out of this. Not bad. Not bad at all. I do say I'm quite amused with this. Since I have so many cloth pouches on me, I don't mind farming every little area up here just to get every last bit of it. So we're gonna go ahead and do it again right here. As you can see right now, I'm up to 16,000 stone just from this. Keep in mind, like I said, the rates are increased. They're not insane on the server, but they are increased versus official. So please keep that in mind if you're on official and you're like, why the hell am I not getting 16,000 stone? Since there's so many people, the AI is bugging out, so I'm not really worried about anything. You know how Conan is with this many people. Well, now we're up to 33,000 stone, and I haven't had to do much. See, like these clusters up here? These are great. These are great. Even if you're not using magic, these are great. You can smack all these. You can come out with so much stone up here. It's always blown my mind people don't use this place for farming. I guess it's hard to get to for some people, but trust me, take the time to get your experience up and get up here, because this is one of the best places for me to farm stone. Okay, now we're up to 41,000. I know on a PvP server this is risky. I'm taking the risk. I don't care personally. If something bad happens, it's easy farm. I did not have to work for this at all, but I also wanted to showcase it on a live server with 60 people. I'm taking a risk. Maybe there'll be people here, maybe there won't, and maybe I have a lot to lose. I don't have the ability to get away very well, but like I said in my previous video, I do have the double jump, so hopefully the double jump will save me. Okay, so right now we are at our next location. It's located here on the map in case you are interested. Most of you people will know that this is the classic silver mine, but if you're new to the game and maybe don't know all these locations, here it is on the map. And there's the entrance. Now it does look cleared out from silver, so we might not get to do... Oh, we will. We'll get to do what I wanted to do. This is one of my favorite places to farm stone. We're going to watch the server ping because I'm a little nervous about it, but we'll get like right here, I guess. And usually I pull out 30k on this server from this area, so we'll see how much we get now, and hopefully don't crash the server. We got about 15,000 stone out of that, so not as much as I would get with a pickaxe with an advanced tool upgrade on it, but still pretty good, and it was quick, and the server didn't crash, so that's all that matters. I would have felt kind of terrible if I did. Don't think expertise matters for this. I'm not sure. I haven't fully tested it, but as you can see, I have efficient harvest instead of careful harvest. So maybe we would be getting more silver out of it if we had that. I'm not sure with the staff though. I think the staff is its own thing versus a tool of choice. Not 100% sure. So don't quote me on that. But not bad. I mean, I really need to work on my stone farm. I come here all the time to farm the Scorpion Queen. If you did not know, this is where you guys get the recipe for venom and the materials to craft the venom. You just have to kill that. I farm it with a pickaxe. But right here, this little tablet will teach you Scorpion Queen venom. And then you can craft it in your alchemical alchemy bench. Now, this place is also another place that I really like to farm stone. Just because when I'm usually here, why not? I usually farm it out here until my pickaxes break and then I head home. But there's lots of little rocks around. Areas with a lot of clutter are kind of nice. So I may die here. I don't have any spiced food or, you know, heat food on me to help battle the cold. But I really want to test this. I'm sure many of you that have farmed black ice know where I am headed and why I am headed here. I'm just curious because there's clusters of black ice in here. And I just want to see how much we get, you know, for all you that like to build out of black ice because it is simple and easy to acquire. Although it does look like someone has beat us to it, there's not much here. So that's the thing about testing it on a live server versus... I don't think I can. Usually I can, you know, mitigate the damage I'll take in here from the cold, but maybe I won't be able to. But the AI is bugged out, so I'm not really that worried. I got enough potions. It's gonna be a close one. This is gonna be a close one. So a bit dangerous in there when you don't have the right clothing or food to help mitigate the cold, but all in all, now, I have one final test, and this is a test for me and for you, and we're both going to do it together. I'm just curious about how this tool reacts with star metal. Do I have to pop the star metal, or will it harvest the star metal because it is an AoE attack? I'm just curious. I don't know if any of you have been, but I am, so we're going to see if we can find some star metal nodes and give it a shot. Stargazer's Crest never lets me down, so we're going to test this. We're going to see. I'm just curious. Okay, well, helping to see it would help.
Sure.
God, I just know where it is, right? Alright, come on. Let's see. Wait a minute. It worked. As you can see, we got 486 star metal with it. And we did not need to bring explosive arrows or fire orbs, grease orbs, none of that nonsense. It just farmed it. Now, mind you, on this server that I'm playing on, like I said about the rates, I do get more with a pickaxe, so I'm curious if respecking will matter with this staff, aka wand, this Harry Potter thing, you know? Even Harry Potter wouldn't touch this thing, but let's, you know. While we're here, you know, there's more iron. But what I like about this is how quick it is, and then I'm on to the next area. I do like that about it. The fact that you have to be corrupted, though, and this does corrupt you more, does make you extremely squishy. Of course, though, you do have double jump, so if you're good with your double jump, you know, you can just squish some people. You don't have to worry that much, but you're very squishy. You also have very terrible stamina. Even hopping around everywhere can be difficult at certain times because of inclines and declines and whatnot. You don't always have like going downhill. Fantastic, you can just double jump at the last second. Going uphill, well, you already know how that's gonna work out. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. I kind of figured it was gonna work that way with star metal, but personally, that person just that person that was up there just died chasing me. Huh. Okay, then. You gotta be a wizard to do the things I do, okay? Oh, you can't be me. All right, but jokes aside, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please feel free to share your comments down below. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I will continue posting more Conan content, so if you enjoy it, feel free to subscribe for more content. Come on, it's free, and I do put effort into these videos. I do take the time out of my day to do these for all of you and to share it with all of you as well. And I know there's not a lot of creators out there that are focused on PvP side, you know, the PvP side of the game, whereas I am. And that's what I care about. I like to see how these mechanics work and function in a PvP environment, and I know so many of you do. And I know there's not a lot of content creators out there that are focused on PvP. They're more, you know, leaning towards PvE. But if you guys have any, you know, questions or concerns or maybe things you would like me to test or experiment with and make a video out of, please don't be scared to share them. There's usually no bad. Okay, well, okay. Sometimes there can be a lot of bad ideas and things to test. But I'm out of here. I'm rambling. It's time for me to go.